everybody, Sandy Hodgkins here from West Meadow Farm, and I wanted to introduce you to Zorro. He's gonna be staying here for this summer. This is George's kind of project horse, and we just took him out, and George is just kind of going over the 7 games or the 7 patterns to see what this horse knows and what he doesn't know. How does he react from things? So the first one is the friendly game, and it's about confidence building with the goal being relaxation. So that looks pretty good. He doesn't look too bothered about that. The next one is steady pressure. So how does he yield from steady pressure? And so he's gonna do the backup here, so off his nose. So he's gonna use hair, skin, muscle, bone. And then if he doesn't respond, he'll add some driving game, some rhythmic pressure. All right, how about the hindquarter yield? So he's going to use the stick for the hindquarter yield, and this just puts him in a safer position. So if you got in a horse that has a tendency to kick, this just kind of keeps you safe. So that's not too bad back there. And we'll do the other side. And again, he's using hair, skin, muscle, bone. And he starts off using the friendly game and ends with the friendly game. So this side he's a little stiffer on. And, you know, his mind is out the door. So do that one again, George, until he kind of responds a little bit more appropriately. So the goal of the porcupine game, or the steady pressure, the goal of that is don't lean. So don't lean on the stick. So right now his focus is outside, so get firmer, go up through your phases. There. As soon as he got a response and a try, then he will quit. All right, how about the 4/4 yield? You can use your hands. Just see what he can do. Okay, if he doesn't respond for that, you might have to put your other hand up higher. Oh, good. All right, so you're just kind of checking him out. He doesn't have to do a full 360-degree turn. So this weekend is our Stage 1 and Advancing Stage 1 clinic. And these are the basic things that you're going to want to learn if you come in contact with any horse. It's a way to kind of keep you safe, and it's a good way to figure out what that horse knows and what he doesn't know. So right now, this horse is telling me that he's way better on the left-hand side than the right-hand side. All right, so the next game is the driving game, or with rhythmic pressure. Very good. Okay, go again. So he's going to tap the air and then get closer and closer and then finally touch him. All right, how about the other side? How's the other side do? All right, there's a truck going by, so his mind is over there. So George is just going to go through his phases. Bop, wake up. So again, on his right side, he's less responsive. Okay, about the backing up, using the driving game. Yeah, so tap the ground in front of him. Don't use your rope. This is very good. That's excellent. Good. How about your 4/4 yield using the driving game? Good. So he's just kind of doing it in a different position right now, just to kind of see, can he get the 4/4 to yield? And so we would use this to get him out on the circle. That was very good. All right, then the next one would be your yo-yo game. And that's to see how good does he equalize your your forward and backward. And so the driving game, the rhythmic pressure, the goal of that pattern is don't push through pressure. So this one again is to equalize your forward and your backward. So he's gonna wiggle his finger, then his wrist, then his elbow, then his whole arm. And you can kind of grade this and you can see how crooked the horse is going. So George is gonna say, by the way, I noticed how crooked you were going. Now this horse, you can also tell he's a bit of an introvert. There's not much licking and chewing going on here. There, he finally licked and chewed. Okay, the next one's a circling game, so he's gonna send him to the right, and he's gonna do 2 to 4 laps. That was very good. So you can kind of see the draw and drive are pretty equal. That's nice. So he's gonna back him on out, keep him straight. So he's gonna yield that hind quarter. Yield the hind quarter. Yield the hind quarter. Very good. So I noticed that. Put him straight. Okay, straight again. He's not straight. Very good. Good. All right, now when he's ready, he's going to do the circling game, and the goal of the circling game is to maintain gait, maintain direction, and look where you're going. So 2 to 4 laps. George is going to be in neutral, and it's the horse's job to maintain gait. So we're just going to do 1 lap for this video. Once the horse passes his belly button, then George is going to lean down, yield the hindquarters, and say game over. So he's actually pushing the hindquarters away, just like we did in the beginning. It's not just leaning over. You're sending some energy down at the hindquarters. And there's a couple different ways that you can bring your horse back. This is just one way. Okay, the next one is the sideways game or pattern. And the sideways pattern comes in for when you want to start doing your flying lead changes, when you want to open and close a gate. So how straight can he go sideways? And in the beginning, you might need to do it, halfway down your line, but eventually you want to get to where you can do it at the end of your line. Okay, so that was in his left eye. Go ahead, send him to your right. Yield the shoulder, good. Have your horse go around you. And sideways this way. How good does he give to pressure? Okay, once again, he's a little bit stiffer on this side. Keep going past the gate. Very good. Then George is going to walk up to him and rub him. Very good. And this is how your horse can learn how to, know when to go when your life is up, and then when you bring your life down, can they stay 90 degrees to the fence and just stop their feet? Okay, the next one, the last game is the squeeze pattern, and that's to help your horse with claustrophobic tendencies. So he's going to squeeze him between him and the rail. Can he just walk through here? When he gets through, yield the hindquarters and go sideways back to the fence. Oh, not forward. Back him up and over. Back him up to the end of your line. So these are all the things that we're going to be going over, plus some riding things for our Stage 1 clinic this weekend. So like I said, on Saturday, Stage 1 is full for rider spots, but we've got lots of room for auditors. And the advancing Stage 1 is going to be on Sunday. So if you've done some of this stuff and you want to just clean it up. So this time when you go through, George, make sure your stick stays on the hindquarters until he yields it. Don't block the shoulder like that. Don't block the shoulder. Good. Go sideways over. All right. So again, send him through again. This time he's got to yield from his hindquarters. This is a really common thing you see is when horses go through, you want to block the shoulder. And staying, yield your hindquarters. Much better. Sideways to the fence. And then back. Perfect. So hope to see you guys this weekend. And everybody that comes, you're going to be getting a handout of all of the Stage 1 tasks. So we've got the 7 patterns on the ground, and then we've got some riding that's going to be involved also, saddling, and our 9-step backup. It's a great way, an easy way to pick up your reins, to go from long reins to concentrated reins. So I hope to see you then. And I hope you guys get to continue to watch Zorro's progress through the summer.